Hey everyone, Elijah Reese here, otherwise known as Retro Freak 84, coming at you on your phone screen, tablet screen, or laptop screen for our second episode of Retro Freak 84's Rare Records. Let's do this! So before we begin today, I wanted to give a special shout out to everyone out there who has supported our show since our pilot last week. That being everyone who gave us a comment down below, gave us a subscription, liked our page on Facebook, or followed us on Instagram. I should be reviewing a rare record by now, I think. However, my director pointed something out to me that would have been a huge flaw if I started reviewing a rare record in this second episode, and that is the grading system. What does that mean? It has nothing to do with grated cheese. It is the conditions your records come in. Like any collectible items such as baseball cards, video games, and Fabergé eggs, records have their own types of conditions they come in. And there is a system by which we look at the record and say, okay, what is it worth based on its condition? The Goldmine grading system is the industry standard for record buyers and collectors like myself. This system tells us exactly what condition the record's in, and therefore what it should be priced. If a record that is extremely rare, like one of the ones we'd be reviewing on this show eventually, and has horrible defects, if it's warped, if it's carved up like a piece of steak, and if it doesn't play well, it's going to be worthless. Similarly, if you have a record as common as, say, Michael Jackson's Thriller, and it is pristinely sealed, you're going to be getting more than $5 for it. So in this episode, I'm going to go over every single type of record grading and give you a rudimentary understanding of how to grade records and what it means when you're buying a certain graded record and how much you should pay for it. Therefore, you won't overpay, and therefore, if you wind up at a garage sale, estate sale, or flea market and find an amazing shaped rare record and they're only asking $2 for it, you can be into some money. So I'm going to help you out today. And again, if you're a newcomer, you're going to love this video, and if you're an old timer like myself, watch anyway because you might learn something. Let's grade some records. The highest record condition on the Goldmine grading system is a record in mint condition or M condition. This record is absolutely perfect in every way. It has certainly never been played and is possibly even still sealed. This should be used sparingly as a grade, if at all, since most records come with some form of wear from shipping and handling. The next record grade down the line is near mint or NM condition. This is a nearly perfect record and has more than likely never been played, so the vinyl will play perfectly with no imperfections during playback. An LP cover should have no creases, folds, seam splits, cut out holes, or other noticeable similar defects. The same should be true of any other inserts such as posters, lyric sleeves, etc. The next record condition is Very Good Plus or VG Plus condition. This type of record is generally worth 50% of the near mint value. It will show some signs that it was played and otherwise handled by a previous owner who took good care of it. Defects should be more of a cosmetic nature, not affecting the actual playback as a whole. Record surfaces may show some signs of wear and may have slight scuffs or very light scratches, but these shouldn't affect one's listening experience. Slight warps in the disc that do not affect the sound are okay. The label may have some ring wear or discoloration, but it should be barely noticeable. Spindle marks may be present, and picture sleeves and inner sleeves will have some slight wear, slightly turned up corners, or a slight seam split. An LP cover may have slight signs of wear and may be marred by a cutout hole, indentation, or cut corner. In general, if not for a couple of minor things wrong with it, this record would be near mint. Our next condition is Very Good or VG condition. This record is generally worth 25% of near mint value. Many of the defects found in a VG Plus record will be more pronounced in a VG disc. Surface noise will be evident upon playing, especially in soft passages and during a song's intro and fade, but will not overpower the music otherwise. Groove wear will start to be noticeable, as with light scratches deep enough to feel with a fingernail, and these will affect the sound. Labels may be marred by writing or have tape or stickers or other residue attached. The same will be true of picture sleeves or LP covers. However, it should not have all of these problems at the same time. Our second to last record condition is good or G/good plus or G plus condition. This record is generally worth 10 to 15% of the near mint value. A record in good or good plus condition can be played through without skipping, but it will have significant surface noise, scratches, and visible groove wear. A cover or sleeve will have seam splits, especially at the bottom or on the spine. Tape, writing, ring wear, or other defects will be present. While the record will be playable without skipping, noticeable surface noise and ticks will almost certainly accompany the playback. Our final record grading condition, being the absolute worst condition a record could be in, is poor or P/fair or F condition. This record is generally worth 0 to 5% of the near mint price. The record is cracked, badly warped, missing sections, and won't play through without skipping or repeating. The picture sleeve is water damaged, split on all 3 seams, and heavily marred by wear and writing. The LP cover barely keeps the LP inside of it. Inner sleeves are fully split or missing, crinkled, and written upon. Overall, avoid these types of records at all costs. So there you have it. You really need to know the distinction between all these types of record grading that I just went over so you don't overpay. If you have an original US copy of Dark Side of the Moon all the way back from the early 70s, and you find it at a yard sale for $3, and say it has both of the original posters and the original stickers, the original paper inner sleeve, and the record is pristine, there's not a hairline scratch on it, and it plays beautifully, $3 is a steal, and you're gonna make some money if you want to resell that. Or it's just good to know that you paid so little for something so valuable. On the other side of that, if you buy the same record, same pressing, but it's carved up, the seams are splitting, no original inner sleeve, no posters, no stickers, and there's writing on the cover, you don't want to be paying more than $3, because if someone asks for $20 for that, you're getting ripped off. I used to make these mistakes way back when I had no idea what I was doing. I was a young kid, I admit, I made some mistakes and wasted a lot of money. This is essentially a warning sign for me. Don't waste your money, know the grading system, and always check Discogs sold listings, check eBay sold listings, because when you look at the sold listings, you see exactly that people have paid for these things. When you look at just the active listings, people could jack up those prices to such a point that's ludicrous. And even if there's only one copy of a rare record on eBay that you want and it's astronomically above the price point, just wait. Records are always coming on eBay, even the rare ones. Discogs too. You want to know exactly what condition that record's in, whether that's an online purchase via talking to the seller or getting pictures, or an in-person purchase by simply knowing the grading system. This way, you're not going to get ripped off, and you're going to potentially make some good money, or just be very satisfied with the record you have. I admit it, I am new to the grading system. I've only been using it strictly for about 3 years of my 10 years of collecting. Prior to 3 years ago, I was kind of in the dark and on my own. I didn't consult the internet. I didn't consult the Goldmine grading system. You don't want to be getting a bad deal. And you might not be getting a bad deal because the seller is trying to give you a bad deal. They could be just as clueless as you might be. They could think it's worth so much money when it's in really bad shape and not worth anything. Similarly, they could think it's worth a lot of money when it's a common record in great shape. Either way, you just need to know what you're buying and what condition it is so that you don't make the same mistakes I did. I learned, and so can you. So let's be smart about our record buying. So that's our show for the day. I'm sorry I didn't get to a rare record review, but I promise a review will be coming in just a few days and you're gonna really like what record I have. I think you will. So keep a lookout for that right here on youtube.com/retrofreak84. So if you liked what you saw, or even if you didn't like what you saw and want to give me some criticism, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss one of our videos. I would love to have some feedback down in the comments below. Follow us on Instagram at Rare Records on YouTube, and like our page on Facebook at facebook.com/rarerecords on YouTube. And if you're into rare records, record collecting in general, or just vinyl all around, make sure to keep it here at RetroFreak84. I'm going to be coming out with some great content that you're not going to want to miss, and hopefully you'll find something you like too. Is there a rare record you want me to review? You want to ask about my collection? Make sure to give us a comment down below. And lastly, let's collect some rare records together. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Elijah Reese, signing off.